Hey everyone, welcome back. You know that feeling, right? That itch you get when you haven't explored somewhere new in a while. Yeah, I feel it too. And this time, that itch brought me straight to the Sunshine State, Florida. We're talking about a place known for its killer beaches, those theme parks everyone's always raving about, and wildlife that's straight out of a nature documentary. Seriously, Florida's got it all. Whether you're a seasoned Florida pro or a newbie like me, there's always something new to discover in this state. And that's exactly what we're doing in this video. I'm talking about a deep dive into the top 10 things you absolutely have to do when you're in Florida. And just as importantly, the 10 things you definitely don't want to do. Trust me, you'll thank me later. So buckle up, grab some sunscreen, and get ready for an epic Florida adventure. We're about to uncover the best of the best and maybe even a few hidden gems along the way. Let's do this. You can't talk about Florida without mentioning Walt Disney World. It's practically synonymous with Florida. It's like stepping into a different universe. 4 massive theme parks: Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Endless dining options and things to do. You could spend a week here and still not experience everything. Trust me, I tried. It was pure magic. But Disney World is massive. Plan your days strategically and wear comfortable shoes. It's totally worth it. Time to tap into Florida's wilder side with a trip to the Everglades National Park. This place is like stepping into a completely different world, ancient, raw, and beautiful. Home to alligators, crocodiles, panthers, and countless bird species. The best way to experience this wonderland? An airboat tour. Imagine gliding across sawgrass marshes, spotting a massive alligator. It's a delicate ecosystem vital to Florida's heritage. The Everglades are an experience you won't soon forget. Alright guys, Miami Beach. This isn't just a beach, it's an experience. You step onto that white sand, feel the Atlantic breeze, and you're instantly transported. This is where the energy of the city meets the chill of the ocean. It's electric. And the people watching? Forget about it. Everyone's here, from sunbathers catching rays to volleyball players spiking it up. You got your families building sandcastles, couples strolling hand in hand, and groups of friends just soaking up the good vibes. It's a melting pot of humanity all under the Florida sun. Speaking of the sun, don't be a rookie. SPF is your best friend here. Trust me, you don't want to be that lobster red tourist. Hydrate too. Bring a water bottle, grab a coconut, whatever you gotta do. But listen, Miami Beach isn't just about the beach. Oh no, this place comes alive at night. We're talking world-class clubs, amazing restaurants, and this energy that's just contagious. You'll be out till 4 a.m. and loving every minute of it. So, we're talking Florida, right? You can't mention Florida without this road trip. This epic drive down to Key West. We're talking about the Overseas Highway, people. This thing is a marvel of engineering, jumping from island to island, with the Atlantic Ocean stretching out on either side of you. Rent a convertible if you can, top down, music blasting, feel that ocean breeze in your hair. It's about the journey, man. Stop at the little roadside cafes, grab some fresh seafood, maybe do a little fishing off one of the bridges. Take your time, soak it all in. Key West itself, man, it's like stepping into another world. It's got this laid-back, anything-goes vibe. You got street performers, artists, musicians, all adding to the colorful tapestry of this place. And the sunsets? Don't even get me started. Make sure you hit up Mallory Square for that. Everyone gathers there, it's like a nightly ritual. You got street performers, vendors, and this incredible view as the sun dips below the horizon. Trust me, it's magical. Alright guys, buckle up because we're heading to Universal Orlando Resort. This isn't just a theme park, it's a full-on assault on the senses. We're talking roller coasters that defy gravity, 3D experiences that put you in the movie, and enough butterbeer to drown a house elf. First stop, you gotta hit up the wizarding world of Harry Potter. This place is insane. They literally built Hogwarts, guys. You can walk through Hogsmeade, grab a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks, even ride the Hogwarts Express. Seriously, it's like stepping into the books. And that's just one part of it. You got Jurassic Park, where you come face to face with dinosaurs. Transformers, where you're right in the middle of a robot battle. And of course, all the classic Universal Studios stuff. Listen, I could spend an hour talking about Universal, but you gotta experience it for yourself. Just be prepared for long lines, crazy crowds, and sensory overload in the best possible way. Alright, space nerds, buckle up because we're heading to Kennedy Space Center. This place is like stepping into a real-life Star Wars movie, except it's even cooler because it's real. First things first, you gotta check out the rocket garden. They've got all these massive rockets just standing there like silent giants pointing towards the stars. And then there's the Atlantis exhibit. This is where you get up close and personal with the Space Shuttle Atlantis. Don't even get me started on the Apollo Saturn V Center. You can see a real Saturn V rocket, the most powerful rocket ever built. After all that space exploration, you need some serious chill time. Clearwater Beach is the definition of paradise. Sugar white sand, crystal clear water, perfect for soaking up the sun or building sandcastles. The water is like a warm bath, and when the sun sets, the beach comes alive. Incredible sunsets, unforgettable memories. Alright, history buffs, get ready to geek out because we're heading to St. Augustine, the oldest city in the US. This place is like a time capsule with cobblestone streets and Spanish colonial architecture. First stop, you gotta check out the Castillo de San Marcos. Built by the Spanish in the 17th century, it has withstood countless attacks. Then there's St. George Street, the heart of the historic district, lined with charming shops, restaurants, and historic buildings. And for ghost hunters, St. Augustine is one of the most haunted cities in America. Beyond the history, St. Augustine has this undeniable charm. Yo, what's up everybody, Steve here. Florida's more than just theme parks and beaches. It's got a whole other world going on beneath the surface. And I'm not talking about some hidden bunker in Disney World, I'm talking about the ocean, specifically the Florida Keys. We're talking crystal clear water, vibrant coral reefs, and more fish than a New York City pet store. This is where you strap on a snorkel and fins and dive into another world. Trust me, it's an experience you won't forget. It's like swimming in a giant living aquarium. You'll see everything from tiny, iridescent fish to graceful rays gliding through the water. And if you're lucky, you might even spot a shark or two. Don't worry, they're mostly harmless, mostly. But seriously, snorkeling in the Keys is a must-do. It's a chance to connect with nature, see some incredible wildlife, and get a tan all at the same time. What more could you ask for? Alright folks, let's talk Naples. This isn't your grandma's Florida, alright? This is where you go to treat yourself. We're talking high-end shopping, gourmet dining, and beaches that look like they were plucked straight out of a postcard. Think Rodeo Drive but with palm trees. You got designer boutiques lining the streets, fancy restaurants with ocean views, and enough luxury cars to make a rapper jealous. But hey, don't think Naples is all about the glitz and glam. Yeah, it's got that, but it's also got a chill vibe. You can stroll along the pier at sunset, grab a drink at a beachfront bar, or just relax by the pool and soak up the sun. Naples is all about enjoying the good life, and trust me, after a few days here, you'll be feeling like $1,000,000. Okay, real talk time guys. Florida's beautiful no doubt, but it can also be a bit unpredictable. And by unpredictable, I mean hurricanes. Yeah, those big swirling storms you see on the news. Listen, I'm all for adventure, but even I know better than to mess with Mother Nature. So if you're heading to Florida, especially during hurricane season, pay attention to the weather forecasts. I'm talking check the news, download a weather app, ask a local, whatever it takes. Because here's the thing, hurricanes are no joke. We're talking torrential rain, crazy winds, and flooding that'll make you wish you'd invested in a boat. I'm not trying to scare you, just trying to keep you safe. So be smart, be prepared, and don't be afraid to adjust your plans if a storm rolls in. Because trust me, no trip to Disney World is worth risking your life over. Alright, listen up, Sunseekers. Florida's sunshine is legendary, but don't let its warmth fool you. We're talking serious rays here, the kind that can turn you a lovely shade of lobster red faster than you can say Mickey Mouse. This ain't your grandma's backyard sunbathing session. This is Florida. I've seen it a million times, people strolling around in tank tops and flip-flops thinking they're invincible. But trust me, the sun doesn't discriminate. Whether you're lounging on South Beach or exploring the Everglades, that UV index is coming for you. So what's the solution? Sunscreen, my friends. SPF 50 or higher, reapplied every 2 hours, especially after swimming. And don't forget a hat, sunglasses, and light, loose-fitting clothing for extra protection. Remember, a little bit of sun is good for the soul, but too much can ruin your entire trip. Be smart, be prepared, and keep that skin safe. Your future self will thank you for it, I guarantee it. Okay folks, let's talk about reservations. Planning ahead isn't always glamorous, we want to be spontaneous, right? But in Florida, winging it can lead to disappointment. Imagine this. You spent the day at Universal Studios and you're starving. You hit up a seafood place only to face a 2-hour wait. Your stomach's rumbling, the kids are hangry. Don't let this be you. Florida is popular and primetime slots fill up fast. A little pre-planning goes a long way. Make those reservations in advance. Enjoy your meal while others search for a table. Florida's natural beauty is off the charts, no doubt. Lush landscapes, crystal clear waters, and wildlife encounters that'll blow your mind. But here's the thing, we're talking about wild animals here, not cuddly creatures at a petting zoo. I can't stress this enough. Keep your distance and resist the urge to touch or feed the wildlife. It might seem harmless to snap a selfie with a sunbathing alligator or toss a snack to a curious manatee, but trust me, it's a recipe for disaster. These animals are unpredictable, and they're just trying to survive in their natural habitat. Getting too close puts you in danger and stresses them out. Plus, it's illegal. Nobody wants a hefty fine or worse, an injury because they got a little too close for comfort. Remember, we're visitors in their home. Admire their beauty from afar, snap some epic photos from a safe distance, and let's keep everyone safe and sound. It's all about respect, folks. Respect for nature and respect for these incredible creatures. All right, listen up, this is important. When you're on those beautiful Florida beaches soaking up the sun, don't be that person who ignores the beach flags. You know, those colorful flags planted firmly in the sand, they're not there for decoration. Each color represents the current water conditions, from calm seas perfect for swimming to strong currents that even Michael Phelps would think twice about. We're talking rip currents, strong undertows that can pull you out to sea faster than you can say, Florida man. Seriously, these flags are there for your safety. Ignoring them is like ignoring a do not enter sign. You're just asking for trouble. And trust me, you don't want to mess with the ocean. It's powerful, unpredictable, and it doesn't negotiate. So, do yourself a favor, be smart, be safe, and pay attention to those beach flags. Your life might literally depend on it, no joke. Now go enjoy that sunshine and those waves, but do it responsibly, all right? Florida's huge, like really huge. You've got everything from theme parks to beaches to swamps, all in one state. It's tempting to try and cram everything into one trip, but trust me, that's a recipe for disaster. Less is definitely more when it comes to planning your Florida adventure. Pick a few key destinations, and really take the time to soak them in. Don't be afraid to wander off the beaten path, discover hidden gems, and actually talk to the locals. Remember, this isn't a race. You're not trying to win a prize for visiting the most attractions in the shortest amount of time. The goal is to relax, recharge, and create some unforgettable memories. So slow down, smell the oranges. Florida's known for those too, you know, and enjoy the journey. You'll thank me later. Okay, I get it. You're in Florida, land of the open road, and you want to cruise around in your own car. But hear me out, public transportation isn't the enemy, especially in a city like Miami. Think about it. No parking nightmares, no getting stuck in traffic, and no stress. Plus, it's way cheaper than renting a car and paying for gas. That means more money for key lime pie and souvenirs. Win-win, right? Miami's got a decent public transportation system. You've got the Metro Rail, the Metro Mover, which is basically a free people mover, and buses that can take you pretty much anywhere you need to go. So ditch the car keys for a day or two, hop on a bus or train, and experience Florida like a local. You might be surprised at how much you enjoy the ride. And hey, you can always people watch, which is a form of entertainment in itself. Am I right? Yo, what's up everybody? It's Steve, back with another episode of Florida Unveiled. Listen, I love Florida, you know I love Florida, but we gotta talk about the weather. You see those postcards, those travel brochures, those Instagram influencers, all selling you sunshine and rainbows? Don't get me wrong, Florida serves up a whole lot of that good stuff. But it wouldn't be Florida without unpredictable weather. Afternoon thunderstorms, humidity, and even the occasional hurricane threat. It's all part of the Florida experience, but listen up, this isn't about scaring you off, it's about keeping it real. Be prepared, be adaptable, and roll with the punches. That's what makes a Florida adventure epic. So pack for anything, rain jacket, check, umbrella, check, swim trunks, double check. Seriously though, layers are your friend. 1 minute you're sweating it out in the sun, the next you're caught in a downpour. Don't let a little rain dampen your spirits. Some of my best Florida memories involve getting caught in a sudden downpour, embracing the chaos, and coming out the other side with a story to tell. Look, Florida's weather is a wild card, but that's part of its charm. It keeps you guessing, it keeps you on your toes, it keeps things interesting. So, embrace the unpredictable, expect the unexpected, and trust me, you're gonna have an amazing time. As always, stay tuned for more Florida Unveiled, and remember, adventure awaits, rain or shine. Alright, listen up, nature lovers and beach bums. Respect Florida's natural beauty, which is everywhere you look. Stick to the marked trails. Those trails protect you and the ecosystem. Next up, trash. Pack it in, pack it out. Don't leave empty bottles and wrappers. Remember, give a hoot, don't pollute. Florida is home to amazing creatures. Admire them, but no touching. And don't feed them. Be cool, be respectful, and keep Florida beautiful. Alright, so you've hit up Disney World, you've soaked up some rays on South Beach, but have you really experienced Florida? Dive into the local culture, the heart and soul of the Sunshine State. There's more than just theme parks and beaches. Seek out local eateries. Florida is a melting pot of cultures, from fresh seafood shacks to Cuban cafes. Support local businesses. Explore different neighborhoods, from Miami Beach's Art Deco to St. Augustine's historic streets. You might be surprised at what you discover. Strike up conversations with locals. People are friendly and welcoming. Travel is about more than just checking things off a list. And there you have it. We've covered the do's and don'ts, the highlights and the hidden gems. You're officially ready to take on the Sunshine State like a pro. Remember, pack your sunscreen, respect the wildlife, and don't forget to try some key lime pie. It's basically a Florida rite of passage. But most importantly, get out there and create your own adventures. Explore, discover, and make the most of your Florida experience. Who knows, you might even decide to stay a little longer. Stay tuned for more travel tips and guides. As always, safe travels. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We would like to know what you think about the Sunshine State, so leave a comment below.